Alright, so we have the pure joy of graphing imaginary numbers. Like, when I woke up this morning, I was making my coffee and I was like, dang, I can't believe that I get to graph on an imaginary coordinate plane. And truly, like, the other day I felt like I used this in my real life. The other day I went out to a restaurant, my wife and I, we had this nice dinner, it was so delicious. And, oh, the server was amazing, you know. Great server. So at the very end, we get our bill, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna make sure I give this guy a great tip. And so he slips me that check, right? Pull out that credit card. I'm writing everything in. I'm doing a quick calculation in my brain. And I was like, buddy, I just want to make sure that you know how much I appreciate you. And so when he takes that check back, we go out to our car. My wife's like, how much did you leave him? And I was like, babe, I hope this is okay, but I gave him $100. She was like, whoa, that was more than our bill. And I was like, no, like 100 like 100 imaginary dollars. Like he's gonna be so thrilled, you know what I'm saying? That's what I do. I try to really help people out. So anyway, let's go for it. Let's do this. Imaginary axis. Now, not only do you need to know what you're reading, but you need to know how to graph it too. So the x-axis, what we would typically think of our x-axis, the horizontal axis, this is going to be from where all the real numbers belong, you know? It's the real MVPs. All you fake guys, all you imaginary folks, are going to be along the y-axis, which is our imaginary axis. And so it's really not that hard. Just ignore the fact that it doesn't exist, and it's really not that bad. Let's just take a look at A. We're not going to do A through E, but A, if I wanted to write what this coordinate point was, instead of saying like whatever, comma, whatever, what you're going to do is, because we're going to go left 4 and up 4, A is the point left, so -4 of our real number, so -4 is a real number, but up 4 of our imaginary number, so we're going to say plus 4i. So it's still like x and then our y. So left and right is our real number. Up and down is going to have the letter I attached to it. Let's just maybe do letter C, and then we'll be done here. And so if we go to the right 5 on our real axis, that's a positive 5. And if I go up 1 of our imaginary axis, up is plus, and we're going to have a 1i. So this would be 5 plus I. Now in the same way, let's go ahead and plot like letters F or G. So letter F, I'm going to go left 2 and then down 3. So letter F, I'm going to go left 2 on the real axis, down 3 on this imaginary axis, and this point right here is going to be labeled F. Letter G, that's a positive 4, so I'm going to go right 4, and that's a minus 2i, so I'm going to go down 2i. So right 4, down 2i, and this is going to be the letter G. So it truly is that easy. Instead of thinking like x comma y, you're just thinking the real number. If it's positive, I go to the right. If it's negative, I go to the left. And then up and down is where your I goes. And if you go up 3, then you're going to put a 3i. If you go down 5, you're going to put a minus 5i. So don't make it more complicated than it is. But man, if you ever see me at a restaurant, you probably don't want to be my server, because I'm going to float you some imaginary dollars. It's going to be beautiful.